A summit on mosquito-borne illnesses like West Nile virus is being held today. It's being held in Baldwinsville by Senator Chuck Schumer's office. It is open to the public, and it comes one day after health officials announced that a person has died in Onondaga County from West Nile. Our Brandon Roth is live in Baldwinsville this morning with new details. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Lisa. Senator Chuck Schumer will be here later today for that summit, ways to discuss ways to reduce exposure to mosquitoes. This comes, as you mentioned, a day after the first death ever in Onondaga County from the West Nile virus. It is the first death in the entire state of New York in 2012 from the disease. It is the second case of West Nile virus this year. The health department says another person came down with the disease earlier this month. They recovered. This latest victim to die from the disease apparently came down with the disease, was hospitalized for several days. We're told it was an older adult. They later succumbed to that disease. Of course, West Nile virus being very much in the news with the questions of controlling mosquito populations and exposure to mosquitoes. And Health Commissioner Dr. Cynthia Morrow says the public needs to do everything they can to minimize their exposure to mosquitoes.
We are at historically low level of mosquito counts. When we have so few mosquitoes in our community, spraying just doesn't make sense. There aren't enough of them to warrant spraying.
Now, the health department, that meeting with Senator Schumer here will discuss ways that municipalities can take steps to avoid exposure to mosquitoes. They will talk about grading and drainage specifically. That meeting also with SUNY ESF, and it gets underway here in Baldwinsville at 10 o'clock this morning. We're live in Baldwinsville. Brandon Roth for Today in Central New York.